Hi, Jordan.
Hi.
How are you doing today?
I'm okay. How are you?
Good. How was your weekend?
That was good. Kind of boring.
Yeah. What'd you do?
I just stay inside and play some video games and watch Netflix and stuff.
Trying to stay warm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My little sisters wanted me to go sledding with them. I probably should take it, but I didn't feel like it.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't
It's
either.
too cold.
I wouldn't either. I don't want that snow in my pants and stuff.
Exactly.
Alrighty. So, how have you been feeling about everything since last time we met?
Okay, I guess.
Yeah.
A little I'm still confused about how I feel about everything, but for the most part, I feel like I'm probably on the right track, and I'm trying to take what my parents say into consideration a little bit more.
Yeah. And I bet your parents probably noticed that, even just listening.
I don't know.
Actively listening, maybe. They
Yeah.
might pick up on that, which I'm sure would be nice for them too.
Mm-hmm.
When you know someone's listening, it's just like, okay.
Yeah.
So hopefully today we can clarify a little bit of that confusion. We're gonna work on creating some goals together and kind of looking at some steps that we can take to make sure that we meet those goals, and hopefully all of the goals that we set together can lead us to the right track of getting back to being sober and not missing school as much and all of that. Does that sound like something you're ready to work on?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So, I know that we've talked a lot about the things that are going on, and I just want to get a clearer picture of what you would like to see as the end result. So at the end of our time together over the next few months, what would be the best possible outcome?
Best possible outcome for me, I think, would be to graduate high school, go to college, and maybe just try to have fun being sober and maybe making some new friends.
And do you see Jimmy as a part of that plan?
I mean, yes, because I really love him, but at the same time, I know he's kind of a bad influence on me, and I'm kind of a bad influence on him too, honestly. But I don't know. It's hard.
Yeah. It's hard to see into the future and see what you want. Because it's just, you have a lot going on right now, and then after all of this subsides, who knows what that will be like for you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, during our time together, we talked about getting sober, not using marijuana quite as much, and you touched on wanting to graduate, and I think that graduating and getting clean are probably two of the best things that we can focus on for now. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alrighty. So, since we've been working together, I have just, I've been taking notes and thinking about everything we've been talking about, and I think, and I want you to let me know how you feel about this, but I think the first thing that we need to work on is making sure that you can stay at school all day, because I know that about twice a week you're usually leaving, going to smoke and hang out, just feel more relaxed, and then coming back to school. But I don't want to see any punishment for you as far as being truant, and also just experiencing the effects that marijuana can play in your life. I want that to be better for you.
Okay.
And how does that make you feel? That plan?
I think that's a good start.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if I'm gonna graduate, I need to, my time is running out to graduate, and I really need to buckle down and focus. It's just everything's just so crazy. It's hard to when it's just again anxiety. I don't know where to start, so I think starting with something like that probably would be a really good idea.
Yeah. And I am so just proud of you for keeping up your grades with everything, especially with the past year that you've had, and coming back into normal life and just getting your grades right and getting A's and B's. That is just outstanding. I mean, I am just amazed by that. So,
Thank you.
I know that you can do it, and I hope that this together between the two of us can help you realize that, because I know you can.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. So we want to work on our first goal is going to be you getting through the school day without having to leave and smoke. And do you think that's something that's attainable? Do you think that's something that, with my help, that you can make a habit of not having to leave school?
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So how would you feel about, we'll just start with a week of trying to not leave school. So that would be the 2-ish days that you're missing, doing your best to stay. Does that sound like something that you just...
I can do that.
Okay. And so on my end, I'm going to be getting ready for next week's meeting by looking through some articles and talking with some of my coworkers who I know also work with adolescents who are experiencing these issues, just about some coping techniques, some things that other people who use marijuana, some things that they do to lessen their anxiety instead of using, because I think that would be really beneficial for you to just have some tools. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that would be really helpful.
Okay. Good. So before next week's meeting, I will do that. And then, what do you think you could work on in the next week to make sure that you're staying at school the full time? Is there anything that if you can't think of anything, that's okay. Okay, that's all right. So, when I've been thinking about this, I've been thinking, I know in your previous rehabilitation services that you received, you probably got some coping skills or some thinking strategies. So along with that, something that I really think is beneficial when I'm anxious is I like to journal. And just sometimes just getting the thoughts out just makes that easier for me. Have you ever tried that?
Yeah, I actually forgot all about that, but I used to do it all the time.
Yeah.
And it's something that I kind of just haven't really done for a while, so I definitely be willing to give that a try. It's been helpful for me in the past. So
Okay, that's great. So how about for this next week that we're working on this, so I'll do the researching, and then you can do, when you are feeling like you need to get out and go smoke, how about you take that time and journal instead? Even if that's just going in the bathroom, needing to be alone, if it's going outside during your lunch break, and just journaling. Okay. You think that's something? So that would be since you're usually missing school about twice a week, that would probably be just twice a week, or whenever you just feel that urge, like, I gotta go. Yeah?
Yeah, I think that sounds good.
Okay, so those are 2 things that we're gonna get put in place before our next meeting. So just to go over everything we've talked about today, we're just finally getting those steps in process as to how we're gonna make some behavior changes. And now that we've discussed everything, I just want to ask, on a scale of 1 to 5, talking about the 2 steps that we're talking about for this week, how willing and ready do you feel to make those steps? pretty ready to get this
Yeah,
started.
I am. It's it's been a long journey trying to get over this hump, and um, I'm ready to make some kind of change because this is not the choices that I've been making are not really helping me any. So
Well, I think it's very mature that you are ready to get the ball rolling, and yeah, I'm really proud of all the far way you've come already. So
thanks.
yeah, so yeah, we're gonna meet at the same time next week, and I'll give you this just as a reminder of what we're working on.
All right, cool.
So I will have some more strategies prepared for you for next week, and we're just gonna kind of keep going on the same path, just keeping updated on how everything's going, implementing some new goals whenever it's time. And if you need anything, feel free to email me. If you're feeling like it's just a lot of anxiety this week, feel free to email me, and we can get something scheduled sooner than next week if that's something that you think would be good. That's all I have for you for today. So thank you for coming in, and I'm excited to see what this next week brings.
Me too. Thank you so much.
See you later.
All right, see ya.